What is up, good people? Chance here, sitting out in my car on my lunch break because unfortunately I am working on my birthday. That sucks. It's part of adulting, though. At least they're going to give me a paid day off in the bucket for it, so it's not a complete loss for me. I know I'm a little late to this party, and I hate piling on to people, especially kicking them when they're down. But I had to make a quick video to address my thoughts on the whole Gerard the Completionist, controversy. And I've made a video on it before, but that was prior to his newest YouTube video that he released and his newest Twitch stream, in which he just failed to take any sort of ownership over what he did, which just has absolutely set the internet on fire. And he is getting absolutely blowtorched in the comments. It's funny to watch. At this point, if you don't know what he did, in a nutshell, he's a famous YouTuber. His whole shtick is completing games, letting you watch him do it. And his mom died of dementia, and his family set up a dementia research charity called Open Hand, which turned out to be, once the money was in his bank account, quickly turned into a closed hand. And they just, instead of donating it all along like they said they had been, they were just letting it sit in a bank account. And I don't know to what end. I don't know if... I can only speculate why he did it. I don't understand how it was benefiting him just sitting in an account not doing anything, but that's what he did. And he lied, and it can be said that he committed charity fraud. Anyway, it came to light, and instead of taking any responsibility, he got pissy with the people who outed him for doing nothing more than showing what's a matter of public record. And instead of, again, showing any sort of humility, he just kind of went on the offensive, said he was going to threaten legal action, which, that's not going to hold up in court. I'm sorry, the evidence is too stacked against you. And then we didn't hear anything for like a month and a half or so, and I suppose he might have been so full of himself and so condescending that he legitimately thought, oh, enough time has gone past, I can just pop a new video out there and, nobody's even thinking about what I did anymore, and it'll all be great, and this whole thing will just blow over. Well, the opposite happened. He released a video, and in the first few seconds, he sort of alluded to what the situation was, saying he understood that he had lost trust and he wanted to earn trust back, and that's all the hell he said about it. And then he immediately launches into completing Super Mario RPG, this great classic for the Super Nintendo. And the people were just absolutely astounded by his unmitigated gall. And I'd like, on the off chance, on the 1 in 10 billion chance that maybe Gerard the Completionist happens to see this video on my little channel here, I want to speak to him directly. So, Gerard, me to you. Everybody makes mistakes. I do, you do, everybody that's human makes mistakes. But we learn from them, and we move on. Unfortunately, what you did was not a mistake. What you did was commit a crime. What you did was lie, and what you did was commit fraud. And then to make it worse, once you got caught, you decided to attack the people that caught you. Not a good look. It's not their fault that you acted like a piece of shit. And then you go ahead and I don't know, out of some sense of delusion, you thought you could just crank another video out like normal and it would just have all blown over, and you've quickly found out that's not the case. And I'm here to tell you, Gerard, the thing that you were afraid of happening has happened. You've lost your career. We all heard the audio when you were speaking. I think his name is Mudahar. When you were speaking with him and basically telling him, hey, don't really, if you release this, my career's over. It's going to hurt a bunch of people, yada, 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 which you didn't seem too concerned about when you were committing the crime, but that's neither here nor there. And they released it. And you attempted, not overtly, I'm not going to say you overtly attempted to bribe them, but we all read between the lines on that one. And then, on top of everything else, you pull this little move where you're like cuddling with your dog and you're giving the sad puppy dog eyes. Like, I don't know what that was about. I don't... You're trying to drum up some sort of sympathy, like, oh, here's me with my dog. I'm so traumatized. I'm so sad. Feel sorry for me. Bro, that just made you look stupid, made you look pathetic. You're never going to get your career back like it was before this whole thing. But I do think you still can have a strong career on YouTube as a content creator. I'm a huge believer in second chances, but if you want a second chance, Gerard, the one thing you have to do is the one thing you've been unwilling to do, which is to take ownership and tell the entire world, yeah, I did a shitty thing. Here's why I did that shitty thing. Not that it's an excuse, but here's why I did that thing. And I do want to earn your trust back, but you can't just say that. You have to tell us all, what do you intend to do? What are the steps you are going to take to earn back trust? You do that, I promise a lot of this pressure is gonna be released. Now, a lot of your fan base that you've probably lost them permanently. But again, I still believe that you are a great enough content creator that you can rebuild a career. But it's going to take some humility, and it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. But until and unless you're willing to do that first thing, which is just to come completely out and be completely truthful, it's not going to happen for you, bud. It's just not going to happen for you. You can't screw up on that level and then hope that folks just forget about it. It's not how the real world works. Anyway, something to chew on, my dude. Something to chew on.